So this is my Alfonso. It's been in the ground for almost 2 years now, and it was a small 7 gallon right up to that height, and it grew all the way up. Well, yeah, it's over 6 feet tall now. But it was the least cold tolerant plant I have on the property. Tiniest bit of frost, and the leaves started to die. The quickest. All the other plants next to it, there's a dot right there behind that, and there's a bunch of mango trees over here, and none of them got damaged by that little frost except for this one. All the outer leaves had started to turn brown and everything. So when that freeze happened, I have very little hope for it, but I wrapped the trunk like all the other trees, and I also covered it with frost cloth, and it looks pretty bad. Very little hope for this one, but like I've said in all the other videos, there's still hope always. So I'm going to leave most of it on, but when I'm snapping this off, it's dry. I mean, there's no life in it at all. There's no resistance. Dry twigs, but yeah, it's coming off real easy. I mean, I don't feel any moisture at all in this. You can feel the way it's cutting. You can. And like always, I'm cutting in small increments just to get a feel for it. If I feel anything different from all the other spots, I kind of slow down and evaluate it a little bit more. Gone, 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 gone. That's sad. Gone, gone, gone. So even though I know the rest of this is gone, I'm leaving it on just so I don't actually cut into an area that might be moist a little bit or alive, just so it doesn't stress out even more. Last thing I want to do while it's growing is stress it out more, so I'm cutting out areas which I know for a fact are gone, 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 gone. But if I get a feeling that going down a little bit more, I might hit an area that's a little moist, then I stop. Or even if I have like a small inkling of suspicion. Yeah, these are all pretty much gone. So the reason I'm removing all the foliage is because they're starting to mold, and last thing I need is areas for the areas that will fester unwanted diseases and infections. So that's what it's down to now. No growth on this yet. I did have it wrapped all the way up to here, so, and then covered with frost cloth. I mean, I don't want to scrape the wood, but guess what? All the way to the bottom, I am seeing those guys, the beetles, which is not a good sign at all. That means there's no sap in there, and the beetles are able to go in all the way. But guess what I just saw? Holy smokes! See, this is why I do it so carefully. Check that out. That is new growth. All the way down at the bottom. Which means the new growth can utilize the root system of the tree. The problem is it over the graft? It is over the graft. That's the graft line right there. Oh, where are you? There. That's the graft line right there, and the growth is right up there. That's more line now. Huh. So let's hope and pray that it turns out to be an Alfonso. And I'm hoping that I might actually have more growth. See, that's That's where I have that beetle going in, and that's where the growth is on the bottom right there. So just 2 or 3 inches, but that might be enough for it to come back to life. And who knows, maybe the beetles are able to go in there, but as it recovers, it might push it out again. Oh, good sign, good sign. This is the one tree I did not expect to come back, but I'm getting surprised nicely as I'm trimming. Perfect. Good news out of all this destruction. And I have to put the fence back on because the deer, while they leave the mature leaves alone, they will eat the new growth. I imagine it's because it has very little sap in the new growth, but the deer will get to the new growth and eat it. So I will close this up. Just hope that I'll get some good growth out of the tree above the graft. We'll figure out the graft situation once I get more growth, and we'll clear out the base a little bit. Remove all that grass that's growing out of there. Right now I just want to leave it alone, not cause it any more stress. And there's the Alfonso, so that'd be the third one in the ground that's coming back. I'm waiting on the Caesar, the Venus, and the Dot. I haven't checked yet. I'll go check now. Good news.